that have shaped our culture, celebrated our past, and will continue to guide us in the future. My name is Carter Wilson, and I'm honored to stand before you today as a proud student of the Wilson Academy. On behalf of our entire student community, thank you for joining us. Tonight, we lift up the voices of trailblazers, from artists and activists to educators and community leaders. Every voice honored this evening is a thread in the rich tapestry of the Black experience. We are proud to celebrate those voices, and even prouder to carry their legacy forward. Let the celebration begin.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met Thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget Thee. Shadowed beneath Thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land, our native land, our native land.
Hi, I'm Pear. If no one told you today, it's good to be Black. Growing up, I was surrounded by the beauty of our culture, from church and cookouts to silent head nods and inside jokes. And here at the Wilson Academy, we're taught not only to love ourselves, but to love our culture. That journey led me to Howard University, one of the greatest HBCUs in the country. And now, I have a few of our youngest warriors to give us a message from the heart.
It's good to be Black!
Hey, girl.
Hello.
Hi. You look pretty.
Thank you.
Oh,
So's you.
Thank you. Thank you. And hi, everyone who's watching. Welcome to our podcast where we talk about our Black does crack, and that's why we love it.
It does, guys.
Just
does.
kidding. It's not a podcast, but that's a really cool name, right? Our Black does crack. We have so much depth to us. There's so many things that define who we are as Black people. What's something else that comes to mind when you think about being Black? Like,
About being
you know, like
Black?
when we walk into a room, there's just certain things that we do, certain things that we say our language, the way that
Yeah,
we
like our
address each other.
mannerisms.
We walk into a room and it's like, yo, you know,
Yeah. What's good?
I love that. You know, we greet each other different, and it
That
shows
is
how
true.
comfortable we are. Like, that's my kin right there.
Right,
You know,
right.
we know each other. I've never met you before. I've just seen you just a second
Now,
ago.
but the fact that you look like me, we here.
you know, what's a song that comes to mind when it comes to being black? You go to a party, that song is gonna be played.
I'm gonna go with the Electric Slide.
Electric Slide.
I'm
What
gonna
is
go
that
with the
song?
electric. You can feel it.
I've
It's
never heard that
electric.
The one I'm talking about is a cha-cha dance.
Okay.
Not cha-cha, nah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I hear that one too. What about Wobble?
Everybody clap
You know
your
that one?
hands.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby. Get in there. Yeah.
So you see, like, there's so many things. Like, if you're black, that song was played at my wedding, and I had so much fun just dancing to it.
What? Yeah,
So being black is beautiful, and
we love it. We love
You know,
it.
there's something else about being black, and yes, that needs to be fixed. But I also love that it makes us us.
I think I know.
I
think I know.
What is it?
We always late.
If we say that we're 10 minutes away, just know we're still at home getting ready.
Facts.
We're still at home.
100%.
And when we're in the car, we're close. We just got in the car.
It's so
And then when we're
bad.
also close, we gotta go in the store to pick up that card.
Right. And the gift.
And write
we
it
got to get it that same day. The same day that we're going to the party. We got to get it that same day. And then when we get to the place, that's when we're writing on the card.
We
like,
have progress to make, but we're also so beautiful in the way that we move, in the way that we live, in the way that we embrace each other. There's so much to us. And I love that, you know, we can all relate to each other. Like, you walk into a room, the moment that you see someone who's black, you don't feel alone.
Yeah.
I see someone who looks like me.
It just goes to show, you know, that we can compete with anybody. We can compete with anyone in the room.
We are enough,
We're just
as everyone is.
Yes, we're just as capable. We're just as smart. Okay.
We're just as strong.
We're just as strong that we can compete with anybody that's in the room. So.
We have overcome a lot to make it here, and we love who we've become.
Amen.
Our black does crack.
Our black does crack.
And that's why we love it.
And that's why.
What do the girlies say? That's tea.
That's tea.
That's tea.
That's tea.
Thank you for joining my podcast. Keep loving yourself, loving your skin, loving your color, embracing yourself, because that's what makes you you.
That's what makes you you. Bye.
Early mornings, late nights, I've seen the hustle up close. I've worked beside my dad through the trenches of his business, packing bags, running errands, and doing whatever needed to get done. And trust me, it's not always glamorous, but it's always worth it. Hi, I'm Caleb Cameron. Black-owned businesses are the heartbeat of communities. They create jobs, build legacies, and inspire the next generation, like myself. So today, we salute our visionaries, the dreamers, and the ones who bet on themselves, even when the odds said not to. This next segment is for you. Let's give it up for our Black-owned shout-out. And the winner is...
So I am here at Wonderful Herbs in Duluth, Georgia. This is a Black-owned, woman-owned, natural, full-service herb store in Duluth, Georgia. And I love this place because when I come here, it's a vibe, and the atmosphere is amazing. But the educational value that I get when I come in here is priceless. Wanda, the owner of this store, is so knowledgeable about health and wellness, and they have the best real sea moss in Georgia. I've learned so much just about my wellness journey by coming here, and she has everything from sea moss gel, sea moss juice, raw sea moss, every herb you could think of, including tinctures, her own personal blends, and this place is amazing. But don't you take my word for it. Hear what other people have to say about this great and amazing herb shop right here in Duluth, Georgia.
Okay, hey, I am Brianna here at Wonderful Herbs. It is a great place to come if you're on a healing journey, a health journey, or just want to know more about your body and what you can do to support your body. Miss Wanda, she is a great help, whether she's in the store or out of the store. She will talk to you on the phone. She will give you advice. She will give you a number. So y'all come out to Duluth and come see Wonderful Herbs here in Duluth, Georgia. You will not be disappointed.
I came to Wonderful Herbs to get my sea moss in Duluth, Georgia. Come get yours too.
I just started shopping at Wonderful Herbs. I'm looking to lower my LDL. She gave me some good recommendations, so I'm looking forward to this journey. Thank you.
Well, I'm Willie, and this is my sister Sabrina, and we're actually out here with my cousin Wanda at the shop, and the seminar was so great. It was full of knowledge, things that I needed to know to be able to change my behaviors. I'm getting a little older, and I thought the information was phenomenal. So I'm taking a lot of information with me to make myself better.
It was an unexpected blessing because we came really just to go to the shop, not realizing that the seminar was about to start. So some of the things that they addressed in the seminar, for me in particular, about absorption, didn't even know that was going to be there. It was not just informative. I got a whole list of notes that I'm taking with me. And as a result, we're going right next door and we're purchasing some of those items.
Yes.
Come. It's amazing.
Good evening. My name is Kai Wilson, and I'm honored to be here tonight. At the Wilson Academy, I learned early on that education is more than just what happens in the classroom. It's about building legacy. It's where I was first introduced to the ideas of generational wealth and health, and how those two things go hand in hand when it comes to strengthening our communities. That foundation led me to North Carolina A&T State University, where I focused on public health and community advocacy, doing meaningful work around health equity, mental wellness, and economic empowerment. And now, I'm excited to continue this journey, having been accepted into the dual JD and PH program at Georgetown University and Johns Hopkins University. This next segment highlights the power of knowledge, wellness, and economic strength, and how each generation can build something greater for the next. This is Generational Wealth and Health. And the winner is...
Bliss originally meant for me everything looking perfect. Bliss for me was like the fairy tale that we were told that we were going to get. Go to school, get married, have the baby. That's what I thought that bliss meant. But now bliss means for me embracing the imperfections of it all. Embracing not the story that I was told on how it should be, but my own story with what I've actually experienced.
Similarly, bliss for me at one point was an aspiration, leading up to, or, through following the steps, getting married and, doing all the things in a certain order. You would arrive at, you've heard of marital bliss, right? Or a state of bliss. And of course, as I've gone through my experience and journey, I've learned to ascribe new meaning to that. And it's, ascribing joy to the journey, regardless of how, the imperfections may present or the adversities that may come up.
I'm still in it. I just had my baby 4 months ago, so the postpartum anxiety is real. Checking the baby monitor every hour, even when she's right beside me in her bassinet, still looking at the baby monitor to check putting my hand on her chest just to make sure she's breathing, buying a whole bunch of objects off Amazon. My husband said if one more Amazon package comes to our house, buying a whole bunch of Amazon products that were supposed to keep the baby safe. Not allowing my baby to be with anyone but me, even though I was exhausted. I isolated myself, right? And that led to, depression and just self-destruction, just, catastrophizing, things like that. So definitely, sense of belonging is impacted with me. I think the expectation that it would even be easy becoming pregnant, or the expectation that motherhood should be bliss. So, I think that those were expectations that I had, and that really made it difficult as I encountered different things. And, I had a friend, I remember I got pregnant around this time last year. It was March of 2024, I got pregnant. And I remember sharing with some friends that I had gotten pregnant. And one of my friends said, girl, it's okay. Your body is going to do what your body should do. So it's the expectation that as a woman, your body is going to do what your body should do. And I'm like, I just went through fertility treatment. My body did not do what my body was supposed to do.
Yeah, for me, it was definitely the second part of what you described, where there was, incredible, devastation. I was heartbroken, especially after the longest pregnancy I had. And that turned into depression and, just gained weight and came home and would go straight to sleep after work. Just really difficult time for about a year and a half. And so, my husband showing up for me and still being present, and me realistically not even really recognizing and embracing how, supportive he's been until our most recent miscarriage, which was earlier this year, has been really eye-opening. But to your point, it then, evolved into, I'm just going to keep trying. I'm going to persevere. I'm not going to give up. And, there is a degree of numbness that, the sixth miscarriage was like, well, all right, God, what am I going to do now? Just kind of, not dismissive, but a little bit more nonchalant it's because I know exactly, what I've gone through already. And this feels very similar. So I try not to, put too much emotion or excitement into the process to manage, if this doesn't work out the way I desire.
My husband, he did a good job showing up for me. My partner, but he was there for me throughout the IVF. He went to every appointment, and even during pregnancy, I know I drove this man crazy. I know he was thinking, if I hear one more time, I am so miserable and I don't like this. But he was really there for me. It gave me the opportunity to even see a softer side of him, because he is typical Black man, does not show too many emotions. But I got to see him nurture me.
I'm so similar to your husband. So my husband's a man of few words, but he's been consistent. He's been present. And I know I was probably terrible to put up with for, the year and a half I described, being depressed. But he encouraged me. He always helped me to see things, from a positive or healthy perspective. He helped me to redefine, I blame myself for a lot of things, and helped me to redefine things. But as I shared, I just really started to embrace the fact that he's been supportive and he's shot up for me this whole time. So, and thinking about grief or guilt, that's one of the areas that I'm like, man, I didn't really check in on him throughout this journey. So that's, what I appreciate though is that I've learned so much more about myself, because I think it's the avoidant attachment style. or I had it where, I'm self-reliant, independent, don't need anybody's help, and also very like emotionally detached. And as I've learned about the secure attachment style, and I'm moving more towards that, we're having a great time. Just, we're able to talk. I'm able to be vulnerable. I'm like, I was a mess, but like, oh,
Hi, I'm Bakari Scruggs, and I'm a Wilson Academy warrior. This is an award I'm truly proud to announce as a young and upcoming leader. I've learned so much from the leadership at the Wilson Academy. Every day I get to witness what real mentorship, advocacy, and education looks like, led by some of the greatest people in the world. They care deeply about our community. They're equipping us to keep the movement going, to bring awareness, action, and lasting changes to the place we call home. This next segment shines a light on the real issues affecting our communities, from gentrification and food deserts to affordable housing and the fight for safe neighborhoods. These conversations are critical. These voices matter. This is Community Issues. And the winner is...
We are now introducing our musical guests, our students from the acapella camp.
I'm still here. I'm still trouble. I've had my share of trouble, but I'm still here. Heartache. I've had my share of heartache, but I'm still here. Through it all, I made it through another day's journey. Through it all, made it through another day's journey. I put my heart into your hands, learn the lessons you teach. No matter when, wherever I am, you're not hard to reach. I put my heart into your hands, learn the lessons you teach. No matter when, wherever I am, you're not hard to reach. 'Cause you give me the best every day. Oh, you give me the best in every way. In every way. Don't let go. Don't
Y'all ever seen a 6'11" dude talk about gumbo? Well, now you have. Hi, I'm Tamil Green, and I'm here to introduce you something just as powerful as a slam dunk. A good conversation. See, some ideas just don't quite fit in the box. Some of them, they're bold, flavorful, full of different ingredients. Just like gumbo. That's what this category is all about. It's for the conversation that stirs things up, sparks up something new, and leaves a lasting taste in your mind. So whatever that is, maybe be a culture, creativity, or something completely unexpected. This is Gumbo Pots, where great ideas mix, simmer, and serve up something unforgettable. The winner is.
All right. So, why is representation of strong Black love important to you?
I believe that good and strong representation of Black love is needed because, like I said, that there's so many minorities out there that have lost hope, that have lost the desire because they don't see it. Unfortunately, there's a large stigma of divorce out there, and Nicholas and I are not believers of divorce unless it's just absolute necessary for someone to separate due to abuse and things like that. But if those out there aren't seeing it, it's not in their homes, they're not actually being taught at home. If anyone out there like us can shed light on it and actually show you what it's supposed to look like, I think that's great for our Black community.
Yeah, and again, I'm a firm believer in just leading by example. I think that part of your legacy also is sticking together. To be completely honest, I think to me growing up, watching my own parents, them not separating versus watching others who did separate, not to say that that's always a bad thing, but it's something that's made me feel like I don't want to be separated or divorced or do things or have a broken home. And I would like to leave that legacy for my children and anybody else that's looking, that you can actually have a successful relationship being Black or being whatever the case might be. Like, you know, people look at the Huxtables like, oh, they're the happy Black family. But I just want to make sure that we do the best that we can to remain loyal to our vows. And that's just something I think is important to lead and show that example. How are you preparing now to build generational wealth or stability for your future children? I guess I can just take this one. So we both work our 9-to-5 jobs and we're busting our butt. We went to college. I actually went to a PWI and an HBCU. Jasmine went to school at a PWI, but it was in Louisiana, so everybody out there is Black. But either way, we're doing our 9-to-5. Again, we both have college degrees, and we're also entrepreneurs at the same time. So we're doing the best that we can to do our corporate roles, but at the same time free ourselves from that so that we can create our own value, create our own worth on this world, or leave it on this world, and also be able to pass down to our children, also show them the different aspects of life that they can also create their own way, make their own money. They don't necessarily have to depend on a corporation to do that. And their American dream can also be that they own and they're the ones paying their employees. All right. So marriage isn't always easy. What keeps you grounded through tough times? You take this.
I believe that what keeps us grounded during tough times is, of course, lots of prayer and really having understanding with each other to make sure that we don't go to bed angry or not talk for days or hours. And I believe that really having that conversation with God and keeping Him between both of us and keeping the outside world out of the center of us, that really creates that circle and that bond between us to keep us going.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head too. Keeping the outside noise out. Behind closed doors, we maintain, like I said, that positivity, that positive energy, and leaning on each other when there are tough times. Again, Jasmine talks about this all the time, but there's a percentage, 80-20 or 100, whatever the case is. You're not always going to be at 100%, but when you do remain grounded and keep that positive energy and God at the core of you, then if she's on 20, then I can be that 80 to give to her. I can be really 120 to give her that, and then vice versa. So I think that helps us remain grounded and just, again, avoiding the outside noise, which helps us to deal with just the problems that are internal.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So I think this is pretty good. If your children or grandchildren watch this one day, what would you want them to know about the love that built their foundation? You want to go or you want me to go?
You can go.
Dear grandchildren, man, it's crazy. I feel like I can see you. But I want you to know that we loved each other tremendously, that you come from two different cultures and very strong cultures, Jamaican and Creole. And you have an amazing, vibrant history. You have everything from the music, the food, just the history in itself. Your grandparents loved each other, and we did everything that we could in our power to put your parents in a wonderful place. And as we built something that you can be proud of, that you can talk about your grandparents and be like, my grandpa was this, my grandma was that, and look at your family tree and be like, man, they really paved the way and left a mark on this world that you can be proud of, and look back and be like, not only did I know them, but I want to try to emulate and be better and greater, and I know that there's bigger for me and that I can do anything I want to in the whole world.
And from your grandma and mom to my beautiful children and grandchildren, we love you. We have always supported you, and you come from a great legacy and a very, very sturdy foundation of love. Like your dad and grandpa said, we basically have worked really, really hard as individuals and as a married, united couple to be able to provide for you and to be able to build something for you to look back on and also be proud of. And again, say, dang, I had a really cool dad and grandpa. Or, wow, my grandma was so fashionable. And oh my God, look at all the beautiful things we've left behind.
Really bad one. All right. Love that. Yeah. All right. So, last question. What do you hope your love story says about building Black futures together? I'm going to keep it short. Anybody that's watching, anybody that watches our YouTube channel, our short videos, that just sees us or just knows us, I think that it's a huge mark for people to always recognize the love that we have for each other and the energy. And for me, I just want to say that there was a point where I was like, I don't know if I can get married. In this society, the way people talk and all those type of things, just know that it is possible. We are definitely examples. And real love, when it's unselfish and unconditional, is really all you need. And God, keep a positive mindset and just know that you can have one of the most cherished, beautiful things that God has to provide to you on this earth for you to experience in your entire life. It is possible.
Absolutely. And coming from my own experience of honestly losing hope and losing the desire, true love is out there, but you can't just sit around and wait for it to come to you. You also have to get out there. You have to go out and do things and find the things that you also enjoy doing. You never know who you may meet doing something that you absolutely love. And that could literally be as simple as sitting in your favorite coffee shop or, hey, going to the grocery store. There's so many.
Going outside so they can see.
Just anything like that, to be outside. I have a lot of friends and even family members that are kind of stuck in their own bubble and they sit inside, but they do want love. Or honestly, if you're just someone out there that's just with a broken heart, make sure you heal yourself and get rid of that hurt, and then be able to be 100% healed to when you do find that person that completes you, you're able to really accept that and have your own love story to tell one day. And this is how we build Black futures together with love and purpose.
We're not just a couple, we're a legacy in motion.
We're not waiting for the future. We are the future.
We are focused, informed, and not afraid to challenge the system.
We are using our voices in the classroom, on campuses, and in courtrooms.
We've seen the struggle up close, and we're ready to lead it with purpose.
Our generation is about impact, not just influence.
We're rewriting the script on what leadership looks like. We are bold, we are brilliant, and we're just getting started.
We don't just play the game, we change the rules.
Welcome to our future. This is conversation.
Thomas, one of the youngest students to ever be accepted into Morehouse College at 15 years old?
Guilty as charged. But wait, aren't you Jeremy White, the Wilson Academy student who scored top 2% in the country on the ACT and earned over $2 million in scholarship opportunities?
Touche. We may be young, but we've got receipts.
Facts. But today isn't about us, it's about all of you.
And especially about those who walk the halls of HBCUs and led Black student unions at their PWIs.
From marching on campus to mentoring younger students, these spaces have shaped leaders, built lifelong bonds, and have amplified Black voices in powerful ways.
So now, without further ado, we'd like to introduce our next award category, HBCU and BSU Conversations, calling all current students and alumni.
Whether you represent the proud legacy of an HBCU,
or carry the torch of light excellence at a PWI for your BSU, this moment is for you. And the winner is...
Hi fam, this is the HBCU. I am Shamika Jameson, also known as the HBCU Mom, and this is
Demia Jameson, also known as the HBCU Dad.
So you guys are used to us coming to you with debate night, but tonight we're going to switch it up and have a fun and casual conversation with some of the best HBCU alumni. We're going to start off with Dr. Tamika Morris. Tell us about your college experience.
Well, I initially graduated from Southern University with my BS in RN. I then went to get my master's in adult health nurse practitioner. I then went back to get my master's in psychiatric health nurse practitioner, and then I went back to get my doctorate in doctoral nursing practice, all at Texas School.
All right, the HBCU Dad, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Real quick, and I'll keep it short. I am a electrical engineering graduate from Southern University, and I went on later to get my master's in systems engineering, and I am a life member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
And third generation.
Oh, and I'm a third generation graduate from Southern University.
I am Shamika Jameson. As I said before, I am a graduate of the illustrious Tuskegee University. I am a 2003 grad, computer science and mathematics, and I am also a first generation college student. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's first talk about what made you choose your HBCU. So we're going to start off with Dr. Morris.
So initially, I went to LSU. And my major was engineering, kudos to you. But that wasn't the ministry for my life. And I fell into nursing. And it was the best decision I ever made. So I went to Southern University because they have an amazing nursing program.
Jumping over to you, what made you choose your HBCU or your second HBCU?
So, as the HBCU mom alluded to, I did go to Miles College, originally on a football scholarship, and then decided that I wanted to go back home and go to the Southern University College of Engineering and complete my engineering degree. So that's what got me back to Southern.
Mm-hmm. What made me choose Tuskegee was I wanted to go to a college that nobody from home went to. I was tired of seeing my community. I'm from a very small area, and so I decided to go to Tuskegee University. It ended up being two of us, so we were two of many, but I rather saw the other students. All right, y'all ready? Let's jump into the next question. Was anybody considering a PWI? And if so, what sealed the deal for your HBCU?
Well, for me, like I said before, I went to LSU, and again, Southern had an amazing nursing program, so
got you over to what do y'all call it?
The yard.
The yard.
Uh-huh.
Got you
The
too.
yard.
It's right off the road, y'all. Right off the road. Unlike you, I did not attend a PWI, but I did go to a summer program at UAB. And the being one of 300, not having access to my teachers solidified that I needed to be at a smaller school and at HBCU. So that's why I chose Tuskegee University. How did your HBCU, Southern University, prepare you for your career and your advanced degrees?
Well, you know what? Southern University has a great program that allows you to receive your BSN in nursing. Other programs, you don't get your BSN. Some do, but Southern University does. And what that means is you are allowed to go straight into a master's program as opposed to having to take an additional classes to do that.
Right? So, Mr. Were there any specific programs, internships, or mentors at Southern University that helped you with your engineering path?
I would say Southern University's engineering program is designed in such a way that it works hand in hand with the career placement office, and it provides many opportunities for co-ops, internships, and helps set you up for permanent employment after graduation.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
So, how do you think being an alumni of an HBCU affects you today?
I say that being an alum makes you want to promote the excellence, the Black excellence at HBCUs. And that's why we have our platform, the HBCU Mom and HBCU Dad. And it's just to educate kids. Not everybody knows about HBCUs, the world that we grew up in, of a different world, and the Cosby Show and Martin that constantly kept HBCUs at the forefront are no longer available. And so I think HBCU alum wants to create that greatness and continue the greatness of HBCUs by displaying Black excellence all the time. All right, so wrapping up, guys, one last question.
Okay.
What's one thing a prospective student should do when they visit an HBCU?
Okay, I have the floor. So I think that once you figure out or have an idea of what you want your major to be, sometimes we don't know, but if you do, I would encourage you to get some research done about that school and that major. And if you can, on the days that you can go up and visit, what is it called, guys?
Open house.
Open house. Yes. Find an open house and talk to that student. Try to talk to that professor and get an idea of what they offer. What you got?
I would say make sure you go to campus when the students are actively engaged in football season or some other activity on campus.
I'm going to wrap it up and say what they didn't say. Homecoming. You should definitely attend an HBCU homecoming. So if you don't have one local to you, or if you do, go to it. Any HBCU, visit and go to homecoming. That's just the pride and the culminating event of HBCUs. So that's all we got for you guys. We bid you adieu, and we hope to see you at an HBCU.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kendall, and I am incredibly excited to share a bit about my experience that has profoundly shaped my life, attending an HBCU, specifically the illustrious Howard University. As a rising junior, a health sciences major with a passion for maternal and child health, and coming from Columbus, Ohio, I can tell you that my path to Howard was driven by a desire for an education that went beyond the textbooks. I wanted an experience that would nurture my intellect, my identity, and my community. And Howard, my HBCU, has truly delivered. Before attending Howard, I had a strong sense of self, but the HBCU experience has solidified it. It's a place where Black excellence isn't just celebrated, it's the expectation. From the moment I stepped onto campus, I was surrounded by an environment rich with history, culture, and a palpable sense of shared destiny. My professors, many of whom are leaders in their fields, don't just teach, they mentor us, they push us, and they remind us of the immense legacy we are inheriting. Academically, being a health sciences major has been both rigorous and incredibly rewarding. The curriculum challenges us to think critically and prepares us for the complexities of healthcare. But what makes it truly unique is the lens through which we learn. We deeply discuss health disparities, systemic inequities, and the unique challenges facing our communities, all with the goal of empowering us to be a part of the solution. Beyond academics, the impact of an HBCU experience on my personal growth has been immense. I found a sisterhood and a brotherhood that I know will last a lifetime. I've learned to advocate for myself and for others, and I've been exposed to diverse perspectives within the Black diaspora, broadening my understanding of what it means to be Black in America and globally. The late night study sessions, the passionate campus discussions, the traditions like Howard Homecoming, these experiences are truly shaping who I'm becoming. For me, attending Howard isn't just about getting a degree. It's about being a part of a legacy. It's about being surrounded by brilliant, ambitious, and compassionate individuals who are all striving for greatness. From Columbus, Ohio to the Yard at Howard, I found a home where I am seen, valued, and I'm challenged to be the very best version of myself. The HBCU experience isn't just an education, it's a transformation. And for me, as a rising junior, it's the foundation for which I'm building a future dedicated to health equity and empowerment. Thank you.
Greetings. My name is Christy Caffey, and I'm a proud alumni of the Kentucky State University. Thoroughbreds, baby, who you with? My HBCU experience shaped me as an individual, as a parent, as a Black woman. Getting the opportunity to be in the majority for 4 years, knowing I'd have my entire life to be in the minority, I wouldn't pass it up. I would strongly encourage anyone who is considering higher education, take the lunge, take the plunge, and go to an HBCU. You'll love it. While at Kentucky State University, I studied marketing, and I have a degree now, a Bachelor's of Arts in Marketing and Management. I'm also a proud member of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Alpha Pi chapter at the Kentucky State University. Again, you'll forge lifelong memories, friendships. It's just an overall opportunity for you to go out, be great, learn that your Black is beautiful, and just dive into the rich heritage and develop friendships on the hill that will last you from infinity and beyond. I'm excited that when given an opportunity to start visiting colleges with my children, my daughter also is attending an HBCU. She's a rising junior at Howard University, so she decided to follow in her mom's footsteps. HBCUs let you know that you're great. Our school turns out doctors, lawyers, pharmacists, businesswomen, businessmen, entrepreneurs. So don't listen to the hype. You can be great in an HBCU, but more importantly, you can find a place to be you and to enjoy your time while you're at your HBCU. So that's me, Christy Caffey, proud alumni of the Kentucky State University. Go Thoroughbreds.
On behalf of the Wilson Academy, I'd like to extend a special thank you to the Tapestry of Black Voices Awards for this incredible opportunity to be a part of such a powerful celebration. It's been an incredible honor for our students to give them the chance to share their voices, their stories, and their truth. Tonight, you didn't just see students. What you witnessed were the rarest hidden jewels the world has ever known. Their brilliance, their strength, and their purpose are reflections of the excellence that we cultivate every day at the Wilson Academy. To our young presenters, we're proud of you. And tonight you reminded us that the future isn't coming, the future is already here. To our organizers, thank you for the space for Black voices to shine and for trusting our school community with this moment. And to everyone watching, may tonight continue to inspire you to keep lifting voices, to keep investing in our youth, and to keep believing in the power of our stories. Thank you and good night from the Wilson Academy.